So today being tax day, April 15th, I have this question for everybody out there. What exactly is the United States? What, like for real, I'm actually asking, what precisely is the United States? Because you can't say it's a country because, see, countries have borders. We don't have borders anymore, right? We've gotten rid of that. We live in a post-border world. We live in a contested landmass wedged in between Mexico and Canada. So, what is the United States? What precisely are you paying taxes to? Right? And I'm actually asking seriously. I'm trying to get some of you to think. I watched this video that says that like 50% of people don't have an inner monologue. I'm hoping to be the voice in your head then, to start asking, like, what exactly are you paying for? What exactly are you doing? They can print money from nothing. They've made this very clear. They've made this very clear that at any time they want, they can just conjure up a bunch of pallets of $100 bills and mail them off to wherever in the country, wherever in the world they want to. They've made that very clear that they can do all of this. So what exactly are you paying for? What are you getting out of any of this? Well, they'll come and find me. You have a 2A, right? You do. You have a 2A. The problem is most of you out there are still stuck in boomer land. Yeah, fucking boomers, man. Oh my God, with the fucking boomers. You guys are stuck in boomer land. You're still backing that blue, hoping that that somebody is gonna like recognize your rights to life, liberty, and a pursuit of happiness and property, etc. And dude, that is never going to happen. It is never going to happen. If in fact 50% of people don't have any kind of inner monologue, that means that you're dealing with 50% of people who probably have no way of thinking through the logical actions of what they're doing. That's who they've hired to be cops. That's who they've hired. Like, that's the guys. All those Oakley sunglass wearing guys, with the backwards hats, and 511 gear. Those guys don't have inner monologues. You understand? They can't. Because if you had an inner monologue, you would start asking yourself maybe some questions about, like, okay, what the hell are we doing here? What exactly is the goal with all of this? They're not. They're just responding. It's if then programming. That's it. And that's who they are. Does it make them any less people? Well, it makes them lesser people. That's true. I give you that. It does make them lesser people because, see, again, I mean, a self-actualized person can ask themselves questions, right? See, that's how you know the difference. It's one thing that AI can't do, for example. AI can't just decide to ask itself a question. AI has to have you ask a question. It's if-then programming. That's the difference. True intelligence comes from someone saying, well, hold on a second here. Before I do something, I want to think this through and ask a few questions. AI is not going to do that. Nor will any of these unself-actualized lesser beings. They just won't. They won't. You could say it's breeding if you want to. I mean, I try not to go down that road of eugenics and what have you, but I mean, maybe it is. I don't know. All I know is that the logical question would be, what precisely are you paying for? If we're not a country, and objectively we're not, because countries have borders, and we don't have that. Okay. So if we don't have, like, I mean, like, is any of this making sense? Is this seriously? Is this getting through to anybody out there? Is anybody hearing this? Because I'm actually asking you this question because it seems like there's a lot of people out there that aren't taking the time, even like fucking 10 minutes out of their life, to ask some themselves a real question. Like I said in a video that got taken down by the original creator because, he couldn't answer any of my questions. A revolution starts in the mirror, not out in the world, not on fucking TikTok. A revolution start with you. You have to start asking goddamn questions. And if you can't ask questions, or you're too good to ask questions, or you won't even listen to anybody else ask questions, you're beyond help.